No, it's yin and yang. No, you're saying G. No, it's a Y. Y is yin
Okay,
and
let's put it
yang.
like this. I'm saying smile. Okay?
That's why. You're saying like it's weird.
Okay, you know the meaning of this?
Yeah, but I know like the female side is black, but the male side is white.
It's not like that.
Sorry.
It's good things. So bad things are in the good things. And the bad things and the good things are in the bad things.
Yeah. I know other things about it. That's
Okay. So when I say when you ask me it's like the yin and yang, it's like the G and the yang.
Well, they're not saying it's Spanish.
And in Spanish it's the yin. I really don't remember 28 degrees. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize my microphone was enabled. I can just talk. Wait, but hang on.
It feels like
Hang on. I don't even know if y'all were able to hear what I was doing in here. Of course you were. System audio. I'm using this one. It's called the Keith McMillan Keyboard C. It's a really great MIDI controller. It's super small and super thin, and it has like a keyboard layout. This is upside down. I'm not gonna unplug it, but it's no. You know what? The next thing I'm gonna try after this is this thing here. Let me show you. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I may have had that at one point. Let me look it up. Presono Studio One. Let me say. First of all, is that a DAW or is that that's a DAW Studio One? Oh, that's a DAW you're talking about. Nah, yeah, I'm not gonna be trying any new DAWs anytime soon. No, that's not the vibe for me right now. I'm trying to lock in on one. But the keyboard that I am getting soon is this right here. So I need a keyboard, a MIDI controller that's just as portable. Oh, these are sold out. No wonder it's taking so long for them to get these to me. But they're going to be sending, this company is going to be sending me this 25 key and this 37 key. And I'm very excited for it because the layout of these, as you can see, are a lot more. They're a lot more similar to like a regular keyboard, right? In terms of like the size of the keys, but it's super sleek and low profile. So I feel as though I'll be able to play chords and things like that a lot easier with something like this, whether it's the 25 or the 37 key. And I personally think that this is going to be something that's going to unlock just the next level of like Ableton fun for me. I can't really play chords using this keyboard that I have in front of me that well on it. And when I do have, 88 key Nord pianos and stuff like that at home, but I don't really I prefer making music mobily. You know what I'm saying? I'm at a cafe right now. And so this, I think, is going to help me be able to get the best of both worlds. I want to get an MPC for real. Yeah, MPCs, a lot of people love them. I spent a little time with the MPC key 37 and the 61. Those are great pieces of equipment too. I didn't own it long enough to like dive in because both times I got it, I had them on loan, so they weren't going to be something that was like a mainstay in the studio, and so I didn't spend the time needed to like learn it fully and like dive into it. He said that's why I keep my iPad. Yeah, I'm gonna very soon, I think, get back into making music on the iPad. I haven't really touched it in a while, ever since I got my MacBook Pro, like I don't know, a year ago. I think I got it last December actually. But with Koala Sampler's new update, I feel as though it's going to be really beneficial for me. They have a new, I don't know if you use Koala Sampler on iPad or what do you use on there? Because they're going to have a new synth engine built into Koala, which is like a pretty major deal, I believe. So yeah, I might actually, maybe tonight I actually may just grab my iPad 12.9 inch before I put my son down and just bring it upstairs and just connect my headphones to it and just experiment a little bit with it. I think it's kind of a big deal. Let me actually send an email to Mark and see, because I think one thing about Koala that's missing is templates. I want to know if he's ever given consideration to templates. I think that's sorely missing. Oh, you use Logic. Okay, so you do the monthly subscription to that, I'm assuming, right? So how is Logic on the iPad? I don't know much about it. I never really used Logic on the computer, so I just wasn't down for. That's what's up. That's cool. Yeah, I wasn't down for paying like monthly or whatever. Although I don't know. Yeah, that's cool. 50 per year. Yeah, we should be able to make $50 a year from the stuff that we're doing, right? That was something I think Henny the Business talked about in one of his videos, and it's damn true. Like, we're doing this for fun. Some of us are doing it like for serious, but we should be able to generate $50 in a year, and if not, like, figure out a way to do it and then make it worthwhile. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's cool. I never just got into it just because I use Core Gadget. Yeah, I feel you 100% on that. Yeah, monthly is just like annoying. I should probably hit up my contact at Apple and see, like, I would spend some time with Logic on the iPad, real talk, if there was some added incentive or something like that. But yeah, Gadget. Matter of fact, let's mess around. Let's mess around a little bit with Gadget right now. I know I'm in Ableton, kind of all over the place. The title of this video. But let me save this real quick and let's go into. I wonder if this is gonna. Okay, this gets you straight into a screen share. Can I command? No, you can't change until you have this open like this. There we go. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna like. yeah, Gadget is insane, and yeah, I gotta release an album in the next 2 weeks, my winter album, and I wanted to actually go through some. I haven't launched Gadget in so long just because I've been inundated with all this gear that you thought I purchased. So spending time with that, but let me save this and go back to the bread and butter really quick. So if I go to 2024, and what are we gonna call this? What is the name of this cafe again? I don't know. We'll call this coffee. Let's get out of here. All right, let's go back to Gadget. You're right about how good Gadget sounds. It's just quite incredible. Did I remove it from here? I removed it to get that. I should never remove Gadget from here. I mean, come on, that's not cool. Gadget should always be here, no matter what I'm doing, because that's my bread and butter right there. It's just so instant. All right, so let's see how I got to do this. I got to go in here. It's already set to aggregate. What the heck is that? All right, I don't know what this is. Let's go to open. So I need to kind of organize some sounds here. Do you know what I'm saying? I have stuff. Let me go to icons. Oh, word. That's what you're waiting on? So iCloud Drive, and then we gotta go to Gadgets, which we just were at. Okay, what the heck? Is it in music? What the heck? Whatever. Gadget, and then we gotta go to Quartermaster Dope. So I think maybe what I should be doing here is like labeling some of these, like ones that were released already. For example, let's launch this. So this is a song that's not released yet. So this is something that, for example, you may look at like, what is it sounding like what's happening here? First of all, this is probably way too loud for y'all. We gotta bring that down a little bit. Okay, let's check this out a little bit. Ha 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 ha. That's funny. No, you're not kidding, man. It really is. All right, so
not even a please.
yeah, you're not kidding. They are. I mean, there's something about Gadget. I'm trying to like wrap my brain around it. It's like, it's just like, it's like bare bones, and it's almost not. It's not that like fun to use, but it's just so effective in making dope stuff constantly. Like, it's not the most fun app, as maybe it's because I've been using it for like 5 years, and I'm like so adept at using it, and it's like almost boring at times. Whereas Ableton, I'm still learning, so like I'll go into Ableton and I'll be like, all right, this is more inspiring for me, or not inspiring, it's just more interesting, right? Because I'm like learning something new, and there's like all this stuff that's going on. But this is like the other end of the spectrum. This compared to Ableton, two different ends of the spectrum. This I can go into and pretty consistently make something that sounds dope no matter what. I think that's I can get into a flow state pretty easily in this, right? Nothing gets in the way, like nothing's confusing to me really. And that's important, that's important to have that. Anyway, let me save that. Let me kind of, I just want to go through just get inspired, go through some old stuff and kind of tag them for like anything that is, anything that's like interesting that potentially could make it into my album. You've been wanting to focus on gear like Electron, MPC. Yeah, word. And so that's the thing. So like I've been focusing on gear. I don't know if you're new to my channel. I don't know if I recognize your name, so I don't know if we interacted before. But like for me, I'm in this space where the gear is a bit of a distraction from the music for me. Like too much new gear and learning how to use new gear can be a distraction for me personally, and so I'm trying to like get away from that a little bit, to be quite frank. But anyway, let's go through some more of these. Let's kind of see. I'm going to label anything green that I think sounds like, oh, okay, I want to revisit this to potentially be on the album. Oh yeah, see, this is absolutely going somewhere. Okay, yeah, I'll explain. Yeah, this is freaking nasty. I'm gonna explore this. Yeah, so basically, yeah, dude, like, you have your ways of making music that you're comfortable with, that you know how to use, that you could just focus on just being creative, and you're not focusing on educating yourself or learning. And then let me put my face, make my face bigger. Yeah, I'm excited to check this song out right here, yo, real talk. I haven't heard this in a minute. I want to explore this a little bit. But then, yeah, essentially, like, I love new gear. I love getting new gear. It's cool. Companies send me stuff sometimes, and it's exciting, and you open it, and all that stuff is fine. It's good. But, like, new gear, depending on what the gear is, right? As a pianist, if I'm dealing with something that's like a new synthesizer or a new keyboard or digital piano or something like that, I don't have to learn it. It's just connect it and you play and you're good to go. When we're talking about Electron, we're talking about teenage engineering, we're talking about a new DAW, or we're talking about something that requires time to learn in order to assess whether or not you enjoy using it, and then whether or not it's going to be something that's going to spark creativity musically. That's something that can, and you're doing that over and over and over and over and over, that's something that can cause a little bit of, it can suck the creativity out. Do you know what I'm saying? So like for me, what I've kind of learned with that is just to make sure that wherever, like, no, for me, again, I keep saying for me because I'm not like the end all be all. Everyone's kind of minds work different, but like to be able to know what is home base music wise. So like for me, it's like someone asks me, "Yo, Kev, what's your home base music wise?" It's Core Gadget. There's nothing that you can throw my way that I'm gonna say I'm more effective at making good music on than Core Gadget. There's nothing, and so for that reason, it's important to kind of to make sure that every not so often but very regularly I spend time in this app making music, because this is where that flow state thing kind of happens. Yo, big one, Tara, what's going on, brother? You could maybe I should just focus on one thing for a bit, like the MPC and just my, yeah, dude, that might be what to do, because like there's always going to be new gear, and I feel like the new thing, like even take Ableton for example. Like I deleted all plugins, even I didn't delete them, but I removed them from my template because I'm like, yo, it's too much. It's too much stuff. And it can be overwhelming. So I'm like, yo, I'm trying to learn Ableton. Like, let me go ahead and just like use the stock sounds in there. I have Ableton Suite. I have all the engines. Like I probably can get some crazy stuff going with just that. And let me learn that. And then when I feel like I need to be inspired otherwise, then I'll start introducing other stuff in there. That's kind of how I feel. Do you think it's better to master a DAW or piece of gear? I feel more creative with gear. Yeah, so with that, either. Like, I think most people, I prefer using hardware as well, personally. I think most people will probably say that you should spend time learning and getting comfortable in a DAW because that's the only way or the main way you can make professional music. I don't buy that. I don't believe that. I think that there's a lot of gear that's professional that you can get really, really great sounds from. It's whatever works for you. And it depends on what your goals are. Are you just doing this for fun? You know what I'm saying? Are you just trying to have an outlet, or are you trying to like sell stuff or whatever? So, a lot of different thoughts. Core Gadget was my first iOS store. Same here. We'll buy it soon. For oh, cool. Yeah. This took me a while to settle on buying it from Mac, because I was kind of like, yo, like I paid a lot of money for it on iPad. I haven't even really launched it on iPad in a while. Maybe at some point I'll kind of revisit and get back into it. But it just, to do things like this, like this is, I can't do this on the iPad. I can't live stream to you guys and talk to you this way and be like, all right, here we go. Now we're going right back to this, and now we're going back to making music. You can't really do that easily on an iPad, and that's a kind of a miss for me. It takes a little while to get used to some of the controls and stuff like that. But yeah, cool. And so knowing that, it's your hobby, and that's cool. That's another thing. Some people are going to tell you that, it's better to turn your passion into something else, into, your profession. I'm kind of in the middle of that. Like I understand both ends. I understand that it's important to have something that's an outlet, so that your passion doesn't turn into something that you start not liking because it feels like work. But then I also understand, like, if you're like, for me personally, like music is everything for me. Like, am I spending the adequate amount of time setting myself up for success music wise in the future? And am I making stuff? Am I thinking about NFTs? Am I thinking about the future of music? Am I thinking about some of these ideas that I had to be able to get music released in a different form than like the standard way, and like community and all these other things? So I've been thinking about a lot of stuff lately, a lot of different things. And maybe, people like you guys, for these types of conversations, I think like once I do settle on like the thing that I want to do, that I want to kind of focus in on, I have some ideas that have to do with people like us that have music as a hobby, but have stuff that's super creative, that's important to be able to release. It's important. Like you guys both probably have stuff in your hard drive that there's some people in the world that may never hear it, that need to hear it, because it's like special and it's unique and it's exactly what they need to hear, but they may never hear it because of the barriers that are there's not a lot of barriers between a person making something and releasing it. It's pretty easy to do now, but there's reasons why a lot of people don't do it because of, we won't get all into it right now, but I'm thinking about and working on some ways to, use my platform and use what I do to kind of, I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about it. I'm on the computer all day at work. When I get home, I don't even want to see one. I think that's why I grab it. Yeah, dude. I'm with you, Ken. That's exactly me. I mean, I started with Ableton many years ago, and I was just like the same. I am on a computer a lot of the time, not always, and my work is kind of content and and entrepreneur stuff or whatever. So I'm on a computer a good amount of the time, so I can relate to that 1000%. I can relate to that. That's why like the iPad feels like an instrument. So if I go home and use my iPad, I can just take it and just connect to headphones and just. Like I used to be like, oh, my iPad needs a second USB-C port because I need to connect a MIDI controller. No, you don't need a MIDI controller with the iPad. Like I should be not using anything else with the iPad. I should be leveraging the touch display. Because I can't do that on a Mac, right? So I haven't spent time with the iPad in that capacity a lot lately, but I definitely plan on doing that some more, soon. But let's get back to listening to this and maybe like creating a little track out of this and like muting some things and kind of see what this sounds like. Yeah, I don't feel that way with it. When you say that way, you mean you don't mind using, even though it is technically a computer, you don't feel the same way about sitting in front of a laptop, right? And I totally could relate to that. Like if I was sitting here talking to y'all and I had my iPad in front of me and I just had just the iPad and headphones, you wouldn't see me, first of all. Maybe I'd be doing like a screen share thing and you wouldn't probably hear me because it's not set up to do that easily. But, it's a different level of creativity with the touch display, especially some of these apps that are there that let you just do that, that leverage it in ways like allow you to create sounds that you really can't create otherwise because of the touch display. So I'm kind of convincing myself, like I want to get back into Gadget and Koala Sampler on the iPad, maybe sooner than later. Maybe next week I might not even bring my computer with me. Maybe I'll like, yo, this week I'm leaving the computer home and I'm going out, and this is an iPad week, just to mix things up, keep things fresh. Anyway, enjoying the conversation, that's for damn sure. Let's go to this song here and let's see what's up. Why don't you guys, is it still saved here? Why don't y'all, oh shit, I don't think it's here anymore. Go to this website, which is my newsletter / publication. I like saying publication a little bit better. And subscribe by just putting your email address here, because I'm going to be doing a lot of great stuff here, and I want everyone who interacts with me to tap in. Come on. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably just make sure everyone, like every live stream and every video, I always talk about this, just so everyone's aware of it. I want to grow this. I want people, and I want people to, like, I'm gonna be giving stuff away. I'm gonna be just share. It's like an online diary. So there'll be stuff that's, just a couple sentences about what's been going on in my life, and then there's gonna be a section on what's happening with my KMATS tutoring business. And then there's going to be a section on what's happening with this stuff, Courtmaster. There's going to be a little AI section, how I leverage AI in the past couple of weeks since we last spoke. So it's just like, it's going to be dope. I'm very excited for it. I kind of cracked the code, like how to bring all this stuff together and kind of beat the algorithm, for lack of a better word. I don't like having people requesting people on my YouTube live streams to check out channel membership for $5 a month. I don't like telling them to link with me on Instagram. I don't like telling them to go to Patreon and pledge over there. I do like telling them to just go here and put your email address in. Just give me your email address if you're vibing with me in this live stream thing. That's all I just want your attention in those emails. That I'm not trying to sell anyone anything, just want to build community and just want to get ideas and thoughts out there to the world in a way that feels authentic. And I'm excited about this. So yeah, drop your emails in there if you don't mind. And let's get back to this music. I mean, right? Come on, man. And then I gotta get ready to go. My wife's probably like, yo, Kev, you said you can be gone for like an hour, and it's been like multiple hours. Let me see if she texted me already. No, she didn't. All right, I'm gonna do this last song probably, and then we're gonna get back to it. All right, so let's see. Is it 1, 2? There we go. Here we go. That's insane. I gotta spend more time in Gadget. I mean, come on, man. Come on. So let's go here. Did we save this? Whatever. And let's come down here. What is this called? We did. Okay, that's there. White Christmas. All right, so this is a song that's released already. So let's put this as red. Like, we're gonna get this out of here. We don't need to check this anymore because that's been released. What about this? This is the audio. All right, so we're gonna color code some things. Like this is something that was from my motif. Like, this doesn't belong in dope. We're gonna call this, like, what was Wicked? Yellow. We're gonna call some of these, like, okay, yellow means we don't really mess with that. Yellow means we don't. Oh, that was orange. We gotta call this yellow. Y'all got me inspired. I'm about to go check out my iPad all next week, yo. Let's check out this one. Sounds in Gadget are they're just insanely good, man. You see that, guys? So that needs to be saved as a green. All right, yeah, we about to just like release a whole bunch of songs for this album. My goodness, I'm excited. I'm feeling inspired. Yeah, this is definitely a song here. Of course, this is definitely something. This is a greener. Let's cancel that. Special about this. I mean, the workflow, honestly, I'm about to get ready to dip, but I think I just kind of, I don't know, just like realize that like what needs to happen here, and then I'm gonna bounce, is like the workflow could be Gadget on my iPad, on my computer / iPad, right? I can just be like laying in bed and be like working on songs, and it has iCloud support. And then getting comfortable with the fact that Gadget, you could just export audio. You can export you can export the audio, I believe, but also the MIDI, and you've got AUV3. That's not, what is it called? You know, you have access to all the gadgets in Ableton. So like, if I wanted to like turn one of these to like a full song using the arrangement view in Ableton, that's doable. And then add little embellishments and stuff within the horizontal track thing. All right, we done. Figured it out. All right, thanks for joining, people. I'm out of here. I gotta go pay for my food that I just bought that I did not pay for yet. Let me save this, and I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you very much. Peace, y'all. Later.